It's Motivational Saturday, guys, and we have an incredible little subject for you today. Of course, as always, I love doing these little series, and Saturdays was about being motivational, and I want to stick to that because in our ever so busy lives and just going through the motions and everything that goes on in our life, we forget to stay focused. We forget to look at the bright side in life, to look at the good, to you know smell the roses. So I know that a lot of times me listening to inspirational podcast or watching something inspirational really helps me. Even if I'm listening to Joel Osteen or Grant Cardone, like one guy from another, sales pitchy guy that helps you to get motivated, or Neville Goddard, or all these people that I listen to. Like, I want to, I want to have something on our series where you guys will get motivated. We could talk about certain subjects to motivate you guys. So, this subject today is why we started this online business. And I have an incredible business partner backstage. So, I'm going to be bringing her in. Hi, Maria. How are you? Oh, you're on mute there.
I'm doing great, and I just want to do a little sharing about these online opportunities. Is that you could be yourself, and you could show your gift. It encourages you, it makes you happy, makes you joyful. Just a better life, a better future, more happy days ahead of you, and that's hard to say with other businesses, and there's a lot of different online businesses and some are scams, but this is the real thing right here, and it's just showing you that you could be creative, you could do things for yourself, and it does bring a very happy vibe in your heart and a smile on your face. Since I've been in this great opportunity, I've been very happy, and that's hard to say in other jobs working 9 to 5 and working hard. Here, there's a lot of things, good opportunities in it. You put your own hours, you're your own boss, you could rest, you could enjoy the day more, and you're more or less stressful. So I'm very happy to share that with y'all, and it just creating your own self, finding yourself, being yourself. Uh, Things that you couldn't ever thought you could dream of doing, you are doing because you learn, you create, very creative in this business. So right now, myself, I'm very courageous of it, and I'm just learning and happy, and showing my gifts and helping others as I'm helping myself.
I love that. I love that, Maria. You're so inspirational. So, if to all those who don't know Maria so well, me and her have been friends for a long time on Instagram, and she's from the same nationality as me. And we met because of Bible study. I was doing Bible study on my page, my Instagram little profile, and she was doing it too. And we would talk about God, and we pray for each other, pray for others, and she's super inspirational. So for her to find something that she could do that would bring in an income and also align with her morals and also what she's passionate about, I knew that was a big thing for you. So why did you start this? That's our main subject today. Why did you start this business, Maria?
Well, I seen that it was real and it was a good opportunity, and you're your own boss, and you don't have to work hard 9 to 5, and it I know it'll pay good for everybody, and something that I joined to do. It's something that draw me, like I have a lot of gifts for it. This is what I want, this is what I've been searching for, and I'm here to boost others and telling y'all to encourage others and build yourself up in confidence. This is the real team. This is the real life. How better do you want it than this? You're your own boss. You work your own hours. And through the whole day, you have all the time. Something that nobody couldn't have the time from 9 to 5 jobs. And sometimes there's not even jobs that you could find that's very good jobs, or sometimes you can't find a job at all. Here, this is a good opportunity that everybody could join, and everybody's hopeful. You hope one another, and you build one another, and you encourage one another, and it's just a better future. So I'm just saying, hey, welcome to the future for this great opportunity. It's glad to be here and glad I found it. And I just want to thank y'all, and I will help others, encourage others for it.
You're so wonderful. I love that. I love that. You're so real because a lot of people, forget that and forget the reason, to why they started this business. Not many in my community and who I coach and mentor, but I notice like some people lose, um, gratitude for how incredible this business is. Like they're seeing the success and they're just going with it and going with it. And I noticed that you're super grateful because you understand how easy it is. You're a hard worker. With the kind of work you told me, I was like, wow, you do a work like 10 men. So I know that you used to work very hard before, and you're like, that's not my life anymore. I don't want
No,
to do that
I
hard life.
don't want to go back.
No, and I seen that, and I am the same, Maria, because I wasn't like manually doing hard work like you, but I was leaving my kids all the time, right? When I used to do the spiritual counseling and everything, I used to leave my kids all the time. I used to have to go to trade shows. I used to have to like literally attend to the business, at a certain time, and sometimes not get home till like 9 o'clock at night. And then I finally see my kids, and I have to pay a babysitter, a
Yeah.
nanny, $100, and I'm not feeding them right. I'm not seeing them, and my mother. When my mother died, it really hit. It really hit me, and it was like I moved away from Toronto. I left my brick and mortar business, and I was super successful. But I was like, I can't do this no more. I'm getting sick. I'm getting stressed. I keep worrying about my kids. One babysitter hurt my daughter's arm. I said, I can't do it no more. My mother passed away, I know because stress. I know because she smoked. I know that because she lived a very horrendous life. Like she lived a life with always stress and worried about money and being there for her kids and working hard. And I didn't want to go through that. I stopped smoking when my mother died. I stopped drinking coffee. I stopped skipping meals. I started to become very healthy and I started to become more spiritual. I turned Christian. Everything changed. And I just got chills because my mother was so special to me, still is. My mother was my best friend. And although she was 30 years when she had me, 30 years older, me and her were friends. So I have a very old soul. And she was my bestie. And we used to do everything together. Everything. We used to go do our nails. We used to cook together. We was always together. She was always with my babies. So when she got sick and passed away, it was like a new awakening. And it's like she left a piece of her inside me. But I became so much stronger, right? And when I came to BC and left that brick and mortar business behind, I realized that was my big why to why I started
Mhm.
this business. A little bit about my why is because my business failed. I changed some things because I turned Christian about it and just the way I wanted to lay my business out, and it failed. So I had my business for like 7, 8 years, and then it failed. So how was I going to make money for my kids now? So I got into debt. I spent all my savings, and I racked up a lot of debt. And I was going to get a job. I was offered a few jobs in Kamloops at a dealership, car dealership, and I was offered a couple of times at Costco to be one of those demonstrators. You know how they demonstrate the food?
Yes.
So I was like, you know what? They pay good. I don't have any education. I'm being offered jobs left, right, and center. To be honest with you, if you know people, you can get jobs. And I knew a lot of people in Kamloops. I could get a job. I knew I could. And that's the thing these days. A lot of people think they need to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on education to get a good job. I feel
Mhm.
it's a lot of times with who you know. But at the end of the day is, do you want to work that 9 to 5? Do you want to suffer like a dog? Do you want to work and have a boss over you,
Mhm.
morning, day, and night, telling you when to eat, drink, sleep,
Yes.
go to the washroom, anything? No. So I literally felt stuck even in my offline business like that because I had to be at the business place. I had to be there. So long story short, I knew if I took those jobs, I'm going to have to leave my babies again on babysitters. They're not going to be cared for properly. I'm going to spend half of my money on babysitting and commute. So there's no point. What's the point? Okay, my brakes keep having to change those brakes going up and down that hill in BC Kamloops. Um, Hi, Esther. How are
Hi, Esther.
you? So I'll finish up here, and then I'll introduce Esther because I know I'm always all over the place. But yeah, so to that reason why I started this was because I didn't want that, and this fell into my lap. Like literally, Maria, I was scrolling around on Facebook and I seen a friend talking about this, a friend in the dealership next to where my ex used to work, and they literally like it was so like God sent. I believe everything happens for a reason. So I started and I was like, I'm going for it. And I seen the products, I seen the money, I seen the commissions, I seen everything, and I was like, boom, I'm in. And from there, it was history. Like I just continued. My biggest mistake I made in this business. This is for all my business partners and for everybody who's starting the business right now, who I'm helping get started, and who want to get started. My biggest mistake in my business was letting people um, manipulate me, and it wasn't even. I don't even think I got manipulated. Like make me feel like I couldn't do this. Make me feel like this wasn't going to work for me. And it almost got to me because I started to think maybe it's because of my skin tone. Maybe it's because of my nationality. Maybe it's because I only had a second grade education. I can't make $20,000 months. I can't make $20,000 paydays. I can't do that or rebuke that because that's not true. And I did it. I made over that. So that was my biggest mistake and not working on my business enough in the beginning. This is to all you guys. Work on your business. So because I was like shy, to work on my business around the people who was like bashing me and was very skeptical. I wasn't working on my business. And then I was like, what am I doing? What am I doing? This I see what people are making. I know these people personally. Some of these people are my personal friends. I became so close with them. I was like, there's millionaires here. I became close with the millionaires. And you surround yourself by millionaires, you become one. In Jesus' name. Like look at the house I moved into, a $3 million home. Like I paid off debt, got a vehicle from our family. Like so many amazing things happened for me. And my mindset got better. So long story short, I boomed because of that. So work on your biz, everyone, because at the end of the day, you're going to spend 8, 9 hours a day at that 9 to 5, and you're not going to make what you make in this business. You're not growing your empire. All right, introduce yourself for us, Esther. How are you?
Good evening, guys. Well, good afternoon, wherever you are, right? I'm Esther Hernandez. I'm part of Anthony and Esther. I'm good. I just came back from the beach. That's where I basically live nowadays when it's warm, right? It's so nice out here. Just gotta enjoy it, right? Right now, I'm just hiding away a little bit from my kids. Seeing you guys were live, and I was just like, wow, this is a perfect time for me to go and get a rest, get a little break, right? Yeah. So, what was the title of today?
Well, it's Motivational Saturday, and we're talking about why we started this business. Why did we start this online business? And I like I said, I before everybody got on here and everything, I literally was talking just me about how so many motivational and podcasts and things that I watch are like they help me. They help me, and I wanted to show people how just listening, to something motivational or, how could we motivate people? What was and our biggest motivation is our why. So that's what we're talking about. Why did you start this business, Esther?
Well, for me, starting this business was I had a big why, right? Because I used to always work in packing places and cashiers, Tim Hortons, and you name it. I was all over the place. And I was sick and tired of that because having four beautiful children and always being stuck to 9 to 5 job, that was not my thing that I was 100% sure that God had created me for more than just that, right? Because you're bringing those kids into this world and you're not even spending the quality time with them that you actually desire, right? They spend it at a babysitter most of the time, right? And I said to myself, this is it. Like when I especially seen your ad, I said to myself, if she can do it with a mom of five and having a seventh grade education, I have a little less. So why not giving it a try? Like, and I'm very happy that I did because I see a lot of times people don't do a lot of things because they have fear. They think they're not good enough, right? And that's really not the case because I have seen it in this business. I've been succeeding above and beyond, and I spend time with the kids and get tired and go to the beach. And before I couldn't do that, I came home tired and from my 9 to 5 jobs, right? So there was no energy left yet for me to go to the beach and enjoy with them, actually spend the time that I wanted to spend with them, right? A lot of times the desire was there, but the time was not there, right? So, and now being here, knowing that I can work it at my own pace, like today, I was just out and about everywhere. And now I just work on it a little bit. And it's, for me, it has changed my life because every little bit that you put your effort into it, and for me, was a change like mindset. Like, I just look at myself now and look back a year ago. I was like, wow, like how I look different at things now than I did a year ago, right? You know, like you learn things in this business that you don't even learn at school, right? So, because we are grown up to learn how to work hard, not smart, right? Like we work hard but smart, right? But at the same time, a lot of times you work very hard but you're not getting anywhere, right? And I was tired of living paycheck to paycheck and the way everything has risen, the prices and everything that has gone up. I don't have to worry about that right now to, okay, I gotta get out there 9 to 5, or like I gotta make 15 hours a day because I have done that. And it's not easy. Having very lack of sleep and your kids miss you. And for me, I don't miss that, not 1 minute. Like I'm just happy that I found this business and that I can go every step of the way because it's video based training, right? Like some people, they're like, oh, but I have no education. So how am I going to be able to do it? My reading skills are not so super high than I should be, right? But everything is video based. And if you have a strong enough why, believe me, you can do it because I have done it. And, you know, sometimes I say to myself, I wish I could work on it even more. But when you have kids, it is sometimes not that easy to be on there 8 hours like I sometimes would want to, right? But that's what I do. I make you use usually my evenings. That's the time for myself that I have, working on it late, making my ads and working on it, learning, because there are skills that you can adapt to, right? And stay motivated because I see a lot has to do with mindset and motivation, right? Like don't let the naysayers run you down because just because they are there where they are doesn't mean you have to be at the same spot. You are there. If you are here, God has put you here for a reason. You have health, you have hands, you have a mouth to speak. Make your why come true, and it can all become true if you really put your drive into it, right? Because at the end, you're like, life is only once, but you gotta enjoy it as well, right? So, and thank you, Georgia, for always being there. I really appreciate it. Always, when I needed help, you were always there to guide me through, and it has just been an amazing journey to be here, and it's just the beginning.
Amen, girl. Amen. And I want to say something. I want to comment and thank you. You're welcome. I want to comment on something that a lot of people tend to do because it's funny and there's pros and cons to working home from home. You sometimes don't use your time wisely. So you find yourself cooking or taking longer to take a shower or taking longer to do something. And you're like, I have all the time in the world. So my business partners and those who work at home, use your time wisely. Use your time wisely. I am a sucker for social media. A sucker. I'm going to be totally honest with you. Everybody knows I'm a social butterfly. I will sit there and go, "Happy birthday! I love you. How are you?" I'm like that. And I'm also I told you guys I watch a lot of inspirational things, so I'll get sucked in. Reading inspirational, watching inspirational, doing so, and checking on my business partners. How are you? Where you been? How are you doing? You want help? So I noticed that it's important to listen to inspirational things, or I'm checking on my business partners, but you gotta play your cards out right. You have to set boundaries on your own. You know how you set boundaries in life, and your kids have rules. You need to set your own rules for your own self and be like, I'm going to work on this, and I'm not going to get sidetracked, and I'm not going to spend 50 years on this, or all right, maybe I'll make the recipe into a 30-minute recipe instead of 2 hours, or maybe I will like literally sweep the whole house in 5 minutes and not be 20 minutes and keep looking on the phone, or watching something or doing so. Working from home, I'd say that is the only little, I guess, hump to overcome, is using your time wisely. And I had a lot of business partners and friends that work from home talk about that. They get sidetracked easily. Where at work, they're focused and they do their work. So you are at work when you're doing your business. You're working on your business. Stay focused. Stay focused and get that task done in that hour, in that 20 minutes. Get it done. And the more you work on the business, the more you don't like, lose focus and do silly little things, Netflix, or be on social media all day, or, just, think off into space. The more you'll get things done, and the more you'll make a crazy amount of income really quick. I say that. This is not a get rich scheme, but I've seen it. The more time I put into my business, the more I reap my benefits. Okay. And I want to get things done. And believe me, like I said, I get sidetracked here and there, but I keep my focus. I'm like, no, get back on there. I tell myself that. No. Tedges. So Tedges is joining us. I don't know if his camera is working. I don't
Yes,
know why
I'm
that
here.
are. Hey Tedges, how are you doing?
Hello.
The alarm is going off on the car. So tell us, why don't you introduce yourself for us? Tedges, tell us where you're from. Introduce yourself.
Hello. Hi, everyone. Um, I'm from Goa, India, and this is my first live video.
Yeah. I wanted to definitely mention he's all the way from Goa, India. So I'm super excited to have my first business partner from Goa. We do have a lot of business partners from India, but Goa is such a beautiful. Is it a city? Is Goa a
Yeah, It's
city?
a
Yeah.
it's a tropical place.
Okay. Yeah, because I seen
Most
pictures. Yeah, go on. Sorry.
yes, mostly it's more of less cities, but more villages.
More villages. Beautiful, beautiful. So I'm super excited. Like literally, Ted just started the business like a couple days ago,
And,
and he's going through everything and his first little bit of training. But our subject today, we're having Motivational Saturday, and what more to motivate somebody is to talk about our whys. Why did you start this business, Tejas? What was your main reason for starting this business?
main reason was to uh, have a good financial background, and mostly was to get out of the 9 to 5 job, because you don't get time to do anything else. Mostly you're there, uh, more into your work.
Because I know now me and Ted have been friends for like a year and a half. I think you seen my ad like a year and a half ago, right?
I think it's yeah. I think in August or July something. It will be in the year.
Yeah, and you seen my ad, and you didn't start right away. You've just been doing your thing, but now you just decided to start. And all the times that we talked, or I was checking on see how he's doing, or we post, or I'll post, and he's always working. I'm like, do you ever not work? I was like, what time is it there? You're working still? Like, I know you're super busy. Yeah, so
Right now it's 5 a.m.
5 a.m. Wow, awesome. So, yeah, this is something that a lot of people start, obviously, for financial security. That's one of the big main reasons why anybody's going to start this business is for financial security, and then hand in hand goes time freedom. So with this business, a lot of times you don't get time freedom if you want your financial freedom, or you can get the time freedom, but you won't get the financial freedom because you're not putting enough time or effort into something. But with
Yes,
yeah, go on.
because already when you're doing a job, you move go into using social media rather than doing something else. But I think this online business can give more free time.
100%, 100%. So I'm super
You
excited.
can
Go on.
spend time with your family also.
Yeah, sorry, I don't see you, so I don't know if you're still going to be talking. So I keep cutting you off. Sorry, Tetris. I know it's 5 a.m. there, so it's bright out and everything. Is it still dark there? Is it bright right now?
It's still dark.
Still dark. Wow, wow. What's it like? What's the weather like there right now? Is it really hot
But
or
right now it's a rainy season,
it's rainy season?
monsoons.
Wow, wow. Well, I was like, I want to visit Mumbai, India. He's like, come to Goa. I was like, okay.
Yeah, you should come to Goa. I think Goa is better than Bombay.
Yeah,
It's the we have much cooler climate. It's much nicer. The environment
yeah.
is nice. Like it's
Have
less crowded than Bombay.
Have you ever been to Canada?
No,
No. You have to come to Canada now. It's just beautiful. Look at this view. I'm sure you've seen my view a million times on my post, but it's just utter beauty.
yes, every day.
Yeah, so beautiful here. But my plan is to travel the world and helping people from all over the world. That is my big goal, and I already say it. And I thank you, Jesus, for uh, being a multi-billionaire, helping people worldwide who are in need, building up the developing areas. And India is where I want to hit, and we already hit Africa, and we're doing a little bit of things there in Kamloops still, where my hometown was, and here we're going to start something up in Kelowna. So that is my goal. My goal is to reach all these beautiful destinations and travel and have fun. Maybe I'll take a cruise there to Goa. You never know. Oh, we have sunshine saying beautiful Esther. Oh, God bless you. All right, so we're gonna say goodbye to everyone, but before I do, I wanted to
Right, Pele?
let everybody.
Right, Pele?
Yeah, sorry. So before I let everyone go, I want to tell everybody where they can go if they want to find out more about our business and they want to start something for their future. They want to do something and they feel motivated that they need to change in their life because we all are here and we all started because we were motivated to make a change. Something clicked in our head, in our energy, in our body that we are not taking this anymore. Okay? Just like that song. So we don't want to literally live the rest of our life with regret. So take a chance, watch our free workshop. It's literally free. You have nothing to lose. Once you watch the free workshop, you decide from there, want to go forward with this business, we'll get you registered. We'll get you started. We'll hook you up with everything you need, the sales funnel, the systems. We have the incredible products that are travel, that are good for you, that are relations. All these things are on the back end. You don't have to ship or store them. Everything's done for you. All you do is you advertise. It's that simple. Your ads go into the online world. And literally, the more you work on your business, you get to know these different like platforms that you have your ads put out on, then you'll succeed even more. You're the driver, okay? You're the driver, and this is the vehicle. We have the incredible. How about we got the jet for you, and you're the one that's driving it, okay? You're the pilot to this jet because it's going to get you there a whole lot quicker than any JOB. Because the JOB is that slow little car. This is the jet. And let's get you started. So God bless everybody. Reach out to me. My website is www.georgiawilliams.ca. Add your name and your email, and I'll send you to free workshops. Same thing with Maria. Maria's www.mariawilliams.biz. And Tegis doesn't have a website yet, and I haven't really started him up with everything. But literally, Tegis, I am going to help you every step of the way to get your business up and running, and also to train you to help mentor people, because why not? Let's give back to our community and help others around the world to make an incredible income, and also to change the way they work, to not have to leave their family all day. So God bless everyone. Thank you for coming. Bye.
Yes. Bye.